be attending today's meeting at the White House. Her husband's return to the Oval Office to commence the transition process is encouraging, and she wishes.
This morning, multiple sources tell CNN that Melania Trump is unlikely to move back into the White House full-time in January.
Roses are red, love is a mystery. I had a historic electoral college victory. Why did Trump say he called into Fox and Friends?
What's the going rate for a slice of American democracy these days? According to Melania Trump, it's somewhere between your firstborn child and the GDP of a small country. But hey, who are we to put a price tag on freedom? In this video, we're gonna break down the math behind Melania's $1 million dinner.
When you see Donald Trump sitting in front of a portrait of George Washington, you realize how ridiculous this whole thing is. Melania did not take part in the customary First Lady meeting with Dr. Jill Biden today. Apparently, she had crying in the dark scheduled for this morning. And oh no, she can't come. Please give her my be best, okay? Melania's office did release a statement. The statement said, Mrs.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't add up unless you're counting in Trump Tower gold bricks. Stick around to see just how much making America great again is gonna cost ya. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. You have spent a cool $1 million to have dinner with Melania Trump. I hope you're prepared for a feast that would be appropriate for someone who has obviously gone insane.
Melania declined the First Lady's invitation to visit, which I'm sure Jill Biden was heartbroken.
If you do zoom in on that picture, there is something a little suspicious, and that is that they're holding hands. So on second thought, maybe.
Here is the president-elect arriving in D.C.
Have a meeting today, though. She reached out to Melania Trump for the invite. Incoming First Lady Melania Trump will not be mean.
Shall we explore this $1 million menu? Imagine this. It looks like King Midas sneezed all over the dining room where you are sitting. Everything has been gold-plated, and there are more Trump portraits than you can count. Classy, huh? But hold on, the menu shows up, and it's only 3 items on 1 page. What an exclusive! But people, let's dissect these gourmet offerings. Let's start with Trump steak. Don't get your hopes up just yet. Most likely it's just a McDonald's patty with some artistic ketchup. Perhaps they will use mayo to create a small wall around it, who knows? Melania's salad comes next on this culinary journey. Oh, how lovely. It's probably a bunch of wilted lettuce and dressing that's more expensive than your car.
I think he's not a very good husband. Also, I would pay anything to know what he wrote inside that card that he definitely didn't actually get. But like, because it was Melania's birthday. Like, what does that mean? He's like, honey, I've got a great celebration planned for us today. I'm gonna talk to some TV people while sitting on the toilet.
To be safe, they might even include a crouton. Aren't we living the good life? The true star of the show is still to come, so people, hold on to your hair pieces. The sweet treat, please, a drum roll, and voila, a scoop of vanilla ice cream is what it. But there's still more. It resembles Trump's hair and shape. I consider that to be art. Who was Michelangelo? You can't help but wonder if it's too late to request the McDonald's menu as the waiter takes your order. At least then, your meal would come with a toy, but really, with $1 million memory, who needs a Happy Meal toy? Not to mention the beverages. Perhaps they'll offer a tall glass of self-serving rhetoric with a dash of grift or some caviar for the people smoothies. From the bottom up, you can't help but wonder, is this what making America great again tastes like? As you sit there reflecting on your life decisions and the bizarre series of events that brought you to this golden nightmare.
Biden and Trump met for about 2 hours. Trump said they had a really good meeting. He said Biden was gracious and that they really enjoyed seeing each other. I wonder who is dreading this meeting more, Biden or Trump? Probably Biden. It was so weird seeing Trump back in the White House. It's like if there was a sequel to Snakes on a Plane, but this time the plane was all snakes. Last week, Joe Biden was an evil force who weaponized the justice system to put Trump in prison for the rest of his life. Today, they had fun.
At least you were able to get a free MAGA hat. It can be used as a pricey coffee filter or as a wonderful memento. Well, everyone, you have successfully navigated the golden gauntlet of gourmet cuisine. The main event is about to begin, a conversation with the enigmatic Melania Trump. With her flawless smile, she glides towards your table and you can't help but feel both excited and terrified. This is your chance, the culmination of your life-changing event. However, your mind abruptly stops working as Melania arrives at your table and you open your mouth. With someone who is well known for, well, not talking much, what in the world do you discuss? You might want to inquire about her Be Best campaign. You try your hardest to recall what it was about. Having the greatest ability to smile? Beside Donald, I'm dying of suspense.
You watch that. Do you think maybe Melania is jealous? Maybe that's what this was about? Oh, now you want to hold hands, Donald? You sure you wouldn't rather be holding that orb? I remember when you used to touch me like the orb, Donald. Now, on the next leg of Trump's trip, which took him to the Vatican, Trump's hands really couldn't catch a break because this time, the First Lady gave him the old down low, too slow. And me and the orb was a one-time thing. The orb means nothing to me, means nothing. I was barely hard.
Yes, I am aware. You might like the way she decorated for Christmas. Nothing says festive cheer like the blood-red trees she erected in the White House. After all, there's nothing spooky about that, is there? The distant cries of elves being sacrificed to the Yuletide gods are almost audible. Holy cow, you begin to perspire as the silence drags on like a sliver of Trump's scotch tape securing his tie. Does $1 million get you this? The opportunity to sit with a woman who seems to prefer to be somewhere else in awkward silence. You could have visited your disapproving in-laws and had that experience for free. Melania finally speaks after what seems like an endless round of forced smiles and staring contests. And what wisdom gems does she bestow upon you? I don't really care, do you? Classic Melania? Ah, such wisdom, such depth. It's similar to paying to see the Mona Lisa only to discover that she's a terrible winker. Perhaps you should have just purchased a pricey cardboard cutout instead, you think as she moves on to the next table, leaving you with an empty wallet and a lot of questions. At the very least, you could have talked to yourself and gained more insight. On the plus side though, you have a MAGA hat that will make a fantastic dust collector and a fantastic story for your therapist. Well, everyone, the dinner with Melania that cost millions of dollars is over, and what a night it was. Your wallet is as empty as Donnie's promises as you stagger out of Trump Tower, and all you have left is a MAGA hat that would make a fantastic coffee filter. Or, if you want your cat to appear extremely stupid, a tiny hat. Well, at least you had a taste of real American greatness, isn't that right? It's almost the new national pastime to pay way too much for way too little. In the words of Jimmy Kimmel, you've just been given a VIP pass to a reality show. Congratulations on owning the priciest awkward silence in the world. Here's a pro tip for the next time you're considering spending a cool $1 million. Simply order some McDonald's and purchase a cardboard cutout of Melania. It will be much less expensive, just as satisfying. And as a bonus, the cardboard cutout might make you smile. That's what I mean when I say that America can once again be great.